hello and welcome to the show. We are here today going to be discussing the latest Survive the Hunt, Survive the Hunt 35, that had the kind of escape the country aspect added on that will probably be a continuing feature, if you like. The idea worked really well. It was Glyph's idea. Initially tweaked it a little bit, but didn't have to do too much, and yeah, it worked really, really well. The idea, the premise was very simple. Dotted around the map, and as you can see, we have got the map up there were a bunch of prees. They are the little black pins around the place. The flashing dot, that is my car. I had to blow up 3 of them. There were more than 3 put out though, so the hunters didn't know what vehicles I would be aiming for. Almost had a big crash on some traffic. I had a big crash off a lamppost, but never mind. The start of it, though, would be the same as a normal Survive the Hunt. And as far as this discussion video goes, yes, we do have the Hunter chat coming up a little bit later. As ever, a bit of a language warning on that stuff. So yeah, we started the hunt, and everything is as normal. I grabbed an F620. It was a relatively good choice of car, as far as I was concerned. It's fairly quick without being crazy fast. It kind of blends in. It's not the best blending in car I've ever had, but it's also by no means the worst option you could pick. At least white is... I mean, it's slightly brighter than some colours, I guess, but still fairly nondescript and not exactly crazy unique. So we drove around the city for a little while. As you can see, the hunters have already all been released. We're around the place. We stuck the bomb on the front of the pre for our first explosion. We got ourselves a nice little bit of a gap. Hadn't really seen many hunters at this point. As you can see, they were sort of vaguely in the vicinity. You know, they weren't right on top of me, but there were cars that could get here relatively quickly. Of course, I don't know any of this when I'm setting up for the explosions. But yeah, I was in a relatively good place for this first vehicle explosion.
Michael's house, everyone. Michael's house.
I literally just went into Los Angeles.
I'm fucking trying. This thing's got the turning circle.
I heard
nearby
a
yacht.
It's a yacht.
Just because I'm pulling one doesn't mean it is one.
Oh,
It has one.
ladder.
Bumpy, I will shake you
Yeah, but it
off.
has the weight of a boat.
Right.
That's an American.
He'll either have gone round the golf course.
There's a car having a fight with another
That's a
car.
woman.
That's a woman.
It's Car Wars.
There's a car having a fight with another car. Oh, it's a BG.
Oh shit.
I'll drive from there.
Wait, is that Alex?
Where?
No, some random guy just ran me over for no apparent reason. Cool.
That could be
Oh,
there.
People check towards the golf course and people check the other way.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at golf course entrance now.
Ow.
Well,
down
not necessarily engine, but he could have headed that way.
Yeah.
He could have headed into. There's only a
Right,
few as he
I've
can
realised
go
that
from
instead of
my.
the
also
golf
gone
course,
up towards
end of
the
golf
city. Or not the city.
I don't know
the
why
lake.
you would go
Up towards the top.
It seems a bit out of the way.
Go across
Take
the
the
top
big
road of the
hills
hills
as
and
well,
come back
you
out
can go
where
there.
my pre is at the top.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sure.
Someone in a bowler.
Oh, it's me, Chris.
I'm above you.
Someone's whizzing past the other way in a black arrow.
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, that's a sauce move.
Oh,
Have you actually spotted
I'm
me
gonna
in
check-
next yet? Or are
I'm going
you
to
that
check around the
blind?
university.
I'm checking them more
That's
away.
not
Yeah.
much,
I heard someone's. I think it was
sort of
you
in
and
that
saw
area.
us.
You've seen us.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, and has driven past us.
Oh, hello,
Bumpy,
Chris.
I've
I'm
seen
miles
you.
away now.
And Bumpy, I have to say, you look like you were T-posing on the bow, and I'm assuming you're sat.
So I had managed to sneak away very, very nicely from the first one. Also, as far as the map goes, there is a plane icon. Don't worry about that. That was Glisco was just flying around with the aircraft. Wasn't allowed to follow me around here. Wasn't allowed to do. Just kind of keep an overwatch, but wasn't allowed to talk or wasn't allowed to inform the hunters what was going on or follow me to give away my position. That sort of stuff. It was just kind of buzzing around the city. So don't worry about that dot on the map. Either way, we blew up the first car. We snuck away. Snuck away very nicely. As you can see, the hunters tended to congregate around that north part of the city, which wasn't really great for them because when we went off to Mirror Park to go blow up the next car, there is nobody around all that close. They're not a million miles away, but they're not all that close. So yeah, I had a good little bit of time for this.
Hyper.
It's not that you,
Sticking
Chris, it's
cats
not
in
that you
cars.
said shin. It's not that you said shin. It's that you said shin, shin.
You blew my car.
It's
so
a
Mirror
fact.
Park.
Don't say
Then Mirror Park.
Mirror Park. Your brain just say
Oh,
you're
we're there,
right.
we're there, we're in
That's
Mirror
number 2.
Oh,
We're
we're
there.
Oh, wait.
Ah,
We're
shit.
there. We're in Mirror Park now.
Mirror Park,
Oh, okay.
east of the map.
Oh,
near the
Oh,
water.
shit.
We're in
Nowhere
it.
near it.
Oh
It's
shit!
I can see
Nick,
myself
it's
there.
toward the
We're
west
on
side
the-
of.
How
So
do
he's
I get to
probably like
shitty-
he's probably still
Yeah.
there if he
There's
blew
no
it.
two
Park.
exits out
We're
of Mirror
here, we're
Park.
here.
Oh,
Slow
shit
down.
on it.
The
Keep
pre's
an eye on
gone,
the
but there's
exits.
no like exploded pre.
It'll just despawn when it's...
Well,
hang on, that's angle.
I got the notification, so.
Alright.
Definitely Mirror Park, yeah.
What's happened? Is it actually blown up?
It's actually gone,
Yeah,
yeah.
you definitely
It must
Mirror
have
Park, yeah.
2 ways out of Mirror Park.
Where's
Let's
Mirror
go.
Park?
I
Is
hate
that near the
rating. That's
casino?
quite distracting.
Yeah, but
I'm
under
sorry
the
if you would
casino.
not.
Interesting. Interesting. Nope,
What's
nothing.
interesting?
Nothing.
It's the clothes on the guy.
You wearing a stripy
What?
jumper?
Is he
on?
particularly fashionable?
No.
Where
Nick,
are
give me the
you?
picture, please.
Not that
Is he
wearing a white
Eagle.
helmet?
No, the guy's Asian.
Wow.
Is he wearing a stupid white jacket that weighs 300 pounds?
No. He's wearing
Ugh,
that
it
black
was a
leather
stinky
jacket that
purple
Alex
car.
wears.
Yeah, he's trying to sell it on the street.
There's a car alarm going off. Why is that car alarm? What is it?
Ah, that was close.
One on the pavement. Isn't it?
Ow! Crashed.
Oh, bloody balls!
Well, that minivan is not Alex.
Alarm.
I went down from Mirror Park and I didn't see anyone.
Who's this in front of me going past the casino?
Unless it's...
It's me.
That's a
All
car
right,
alarm
okay.
going
I
off.
can't
So
see
unless
Alex going right. Alex wouldn't have gone right past the casino because that's a high traffic area.
Yeah, that's why I went down.
Sneaked out.
I didn't see anyone.
Who just crashed? Well, there's 3 possible ways
That
out
was
of Mirror
Hyper
Park.
trying to dive on me.
One in the middle, one
And he's
north,
just
one
done it
south.
again.
I mean, he might have blown it up on 30.
Two people in that car.
That's a good... it's possible.
I don't
It might
think
be
would,
worthwhile
but, I mean,
staying
You
on
want
the area. He's done it in the
But he
past.
blown it
Just
up
like
on
you would
40
think
and
he
come
would.
back up the motorway.
But you think we'd find his car if he'd blown it up?
Who
Yeah.
checked?
Nick and Bumpy on it,
Who's
okay.
checked the southbound road though?
me, I did. I didn't
You
see
would have had a
anyone.
vague look.
See anything? Okay.
Me and Nick were literally in Mirror Park when he did it as well.
Yeah. You just
See
he hadn't
these
gotten there.
balls.
No, we just
There's
gotten
nothing
into there.
obvious.
It might be worthwhile staying about. He might not have left.
Yeah, but now he's
He
will.
Or he was
I
on
will
the
say
right
that
to the
usually
track.
when we've already like given up, he's
I
usually
guess you could
still
say that I'm
around
the head.
somewhere.
Well, again, it had been a very similar sort of a thing. We'd snuck away pretty much unseen. You would have kind of driven past us, but had not caught a glimpse at all, had not spotted us, and having thought this area was clear, drove off and nobody else checked down here. Again, everyone kind of stayed a little bit more to the north, and me heading a different direction really did throw them, and we stayed out of trouble the whole way round. No one went across the big bridge. No, I went for the monument one here rather than an earlier one down by the docks, because it was closer to me being able to escape from the city. I thought I'd be able to get out of the city quicker before a chase was initiated of some sort. The blimp had parked for reasons I'm not quite sure what they were. We didn't have as big a leeway with this one as we had done in previous, but I was still going to go for it because it was the last one I needed before we could kind of set up for that escape. So there's a little more vehicles around, a little more danger going for this explosion, but it wouldn't be that as such that got me in trouble.
Oh!
Oh, explosion.
Putting cameras.
Just right behind
I
me.
just
Three
heard
is
an
left side just
explosion.
blown up.
Yeah.
Who's one? Whose?
Is
The
that
one at
Rewind?
the
Oh, WeWang.
Hyper.
No,
yeah,
If
we
you can
went.
make a break for it.
WeWang. I'm
Fuck,
heading to WeWang. Thank you, Hyper.
Go
Wherever
find
you
the
are.
right
You're
one.
Head to
so
the
helpful.
west.
That was like the worst
Head to the
timing.
West Coast Highway.
Yeah, I
Right,
imagine he's
okay,
got
well, okay.
City I got.
Don't everyone crowd Weewang. Some people go for the other sort of motorway.
I'm going to
on
go
the
for
side.
West Coast Highway.
We
Well,
went
that's
proud.
that's free now,
Everyone
isn't
was
it? I don't care
gone,
about
we
that.
turned
Yeah,
around.
Some
he's
people
going.
just want to
No.
head straight up to the
That's it. I'm going to head to the West
See.
Coast.
He's going to be on.
I'm going to
think
stay
he'll be on the
west.
motorway.
I'm going to stay west
Yeah.
on the motorway.
Some
there.
people go to other roads, but
Go over the hill. Go over the.
there's also he's not just
the
sticking
road
to
here.
motorway, so there is another
I'm
road
trying Bumpy. Oh my god!
Oh
via
my
the
god,
west.
wall!
There's about
I'm gonna-
4 or 5 non-motorway
Yeah.
roads.
I'm going to go up
Yes,
by you.
yeah. So it's
Right, well,
I'm
I
just gonna head
think
to the
what he
West
said
Coast Highway,
before,
'cause
I think he was a bit of a double bluff because he can get further and faster on a motorway,
Oh, yeah.
and he likes
Yeah.
the motorway.
He never
Yeah.
uses motorway, really. But first he might,
Yeah.
out of necessity.
And that can be any airport. Or
Oh,
one of these-
okay. Is he trying to get to the
no,
outlet?
there's
Or is he trying to get to the very top of the map?
Up north, or
No, he's not.
and land in the
There,
north.
there is, okay.
That's
It's
true.
where Alex
He
fires
is
up a
going
link
to
from,
either of
like,
the two
fucking flare.
airports, or he's going to a bit
Somewhere
of
in the
water.
Alamo Sea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh god, that music's
Okay,
what
do we do now? But yeah, Steve, there's a
have
shit
to
ton
fight.
of AI here.
Still
We
survived.
look
Yeah,
away.
there was a couple of cars side by side in
I've
the
just
same
seen a
lane.
car crash. It's an oracle.
What?
It's
Some
not
that
him.
are buggered
Not
off,
him.
or
Yeah, they're bugging off now.
Also, if he's in a supercar, then he's going to be so bait up here.
If it's a supercar, we're not going to get him.
Yeah.
yeah,
no,
but also then we'll know. That,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but we'll know.
Oh
extent
no!
if he's a
Oh no,
supercar.
no, no, no! Where the hell are we going? Oh, we're going to
I
die.
him, Steve.
No, I'm looking at his oracle behind.
Just trust your bump in.
What?
Like, giving me the
In fact,
finger.
there's four
Oh,
oracles,
that's a woman.
If you count the
Oh, that is
army.
another woman.
Move, Chris.
And that is a wait, two women who are literally identical are driving cars behind each other. That's a bit creepy.
Almost just Priuses that are spawning.
The game thought
Steve,
I was
it's a
trying to
woman.
pick up a prostitute.
Yeah, okay.
What, were
White
you trying to pick up a
F620,
prostitute?
yes, a lot. A white F620
I'm taking it
here.
all the traffic lights.
Right, Stevie, I'm gonna head right
What
to
is
this
it, Liam?
bridge here. You keep going.
I
I'll see
feel
if he just
like
tries
I've seen
something
this
clever,
white
you know.
F620 I've
Right,
seen it
right.
twice.
Bumpy, your character is so illuminated by the
Once
it's
over
creepy.
Right.
Burberry, you know.
Right.
I don't think they're
Everybody
holding
But
a
it could be
break.
different- it could be
All the
different
person,
ways.
the AI behind them is trying to pass them.
Liam is on to something.
The AI
I
behind them
saw,
is trying to.
I saw
trying to go
white
by.
F620 at Mirror Park.
I thought it was a white
The
army.
AI is trying to pass
Yeah, it
them.
was white R8.
It was not fake what I saw,
But
but
there's
there's
good
I'm not sure
to
about
see
one.
anyway.
It's not pulling over.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Where is it?
Where is it?
I'm gonna get somebody go in front,
Just
get
up
out,
by the
aim your
university.
gun. See if there's a...
If I look through it, this oracle in front, if I go in front of this
thing.
oracle, it'll stop, really, look. Okay, no it doesn't. Wait, yeah it does. Yeah. But the F620 didn't stop. Did it?
You
It's
sure
not
it's him?
stopping. Well, I don't know.
That's strange.
What just
Should
shit.
we try and stop it?
It would have ran by this time.
Jewel, where are you?
Yeah, you'd think he would have ran.
I'm guarding the road up that goes up into the hills.
I have completely
Strange.
blocked the motorway. Completely.
Completely.
Lando, have you gone and found
It's
the
completely blocked.
I'm by the entrance
oh, yeah.
to the military base.
We're
Okay,
by
well, I
Sandy
don't
Shore.
know.
Bumpy and I are in
Oh, but I
Sandy
don't
Shore.
know.
It's the university
It's not-
by the back.
It, ow! It's not stopping. Now it stopped.
Is it heading north?
That's so strange. That's
And
weird.
it goes again.
What did you get?
Surely, if this was Alex, he would go, right?
It
Yeah.
would have went by now.
But
I would
it
like to
doesn't
put-
look like it could be Alex, though.
It
which is
put a middle
strange.
finger up at her.
Yeah,
Is it swearing?
Ah, she's
It's
Blister.
now
it's
bolting.
bolting.
It's him.
Right.
Yeah, it's him.
Where? University.
Okay, he's in a
I'll
white,
be
he's in a
honest,
white
I've been
F620.
keeping track of that on the map. Alex is doing a master class of stealth.
Where is he heading?
Where's he
He's
heading,
heading
Liam?
towards
Michael's
the
house.
town.
Oh, he's
Press
in
the
the
comms.
city.
Are
Oh,
you?
cock, he might be going through the hills.
He
Are
could
you
come
actually
over the hills
chasing?
back
Are
up
you-
this
oh,
way.
Yes, we are chasing.
Yeah, they found him.
We're in the chase.
Right. So
Hey,
I'm
I-
for fuck all.
Yep.
I'm
Get
at
up
the
on the
north
main
end.
road. I'll guide you.
Went down on both, you going down. No, one
Okay,
way,
well,
wait.
Bumpy,
wait,
he has to
one
come
way.
by this way at center
Right,
by
yeah,
the road that
exactly.
we're going.
I-
Right.
So which way is he
I'm
going?
looking over
just-
one of the mountain
He's
roads,
heading
isn't he?
towards the mid-bank.
Oh, that's not
Wait.
bad.
Oh, we'll just wait
He's
for
going
him to
through
get more
mid-bank,
information.
heading towards the race car park.
He's trying to lose us before he goes up to the hills.
Yeah.
Some people that are up north say that.
Oh yeah, well,
I think he's heading
Oh, yeah,
towards
but-
Bailey's, I think. Yeah,
Benny.
Benny's.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah, he's-
pretty free.
Yeah,
he blew up
your prey.
Sorry,
He got
I'm
yours.
really busy.
You're
lucky
Chris was near it, so you had
Where, Chris?
He's
Busy
heading towards the
fucking
police
wanking,
station
I
at the
assume.
impound lot. Like the
Oh,
one in story mode, not the one you collect cards
I apologize
heading-
for anyone watching this on my video. It's pretty boring.
with. Is that
No.
the incident? Is that the incident?
happened? Oh,
What?
it really
Jesus,
isn't.
he's
He's
shifting.
going the wrong way.
Shit.
He is
He's
now
trying to lose
in
us.
the hospital
Have we got
in the
right
low
side of the
income
map
area,
then?
heading towards the strip club.
Low
Right
income
side of the
area.
map then.
Ah.
He's
now
still at
heading
the strip club. Still at the strip
I don't
club
know
at
what he's trying to
the
do.
passing
He's
it.
trying to draw us all away so he can sneak back up when we don't know where he is.
And little
He's
does he
at the
know,
ammunition.
the
He's
boat
gone
is
onto the
ready.
motorway. He's gone onto the motorway.
Yep, he's on the motorway.
That way
What
in.
side?
Which one? Which one?
At Simeon, he went up at Simeon.
What side is he going?
He's going right. He's going right past Red Car
I
Park
need
on the
to
motorway.
pee.
Yeah.
North past Red Car Park on the motorway.
Yeah,
I'm on the wrong side. Oh, no, I can cover him.
Like, towards the beach or the casino? What?
He's now gone towards the casino. He's took a right and
Yeah.
towards the beach.
Alright.
I'm literally
So
on
he's
the
going towards the casino side.
He's on the motorway.
towards the casino on the motorway. Yeah. If you, yeah. He's losing me now in the straight, but he's
Wait,
heading.
so is he going on the
He's
map?
heading east. He's heading east currently.
Wait, which
East.
He took a dive off at the hospital. Took a dive at the hospital. And he took a right
Oh,
again.
like here.
Took a right again. Down at the hospital when tunnel is.
I can't really navigate. I can see glimpses of
He's
his.
heading
on the
south
other
towards
side.
the square.
He's at the square.
He took a right squares.
Oh, okay. Wait,
He's
where's
took
my
a
map?
left.
I've got my
Oh,
big
yeah,
map.
back on.
I can get my map.
By the time you get your map,
He's heading
South
back.
past ammunition.
No,
the
yeah.
Do you mean the paper map that came
Yo,
Where is he? Where is he?
He's at Benny's. He's just past
He's
him.
at Benny's now.
We're at the
heading
car
south.
wash.
He took a
At the
right.
car
The car
wash.
wash.
He tried to dive down the alleyway.
The shin wash.
He's passing Benny's again. He's at the loop.
He's going north. He's going north.
Oh, I just missed it.
Yeah, Lumbo just
No, he
went
took a
past
left at Little Seal. That's what the sign said.
it's a seal.
Seal.
He's heading past the construction site.
Was that him?
Yeah, he took a left at the construction site.
Alex,
Towards
Bumby,
the
do you feel like we're not
car.
going to get in
He
this
took a
video?
right.
Heading north towards.
Another left towards Mayway.
Yep, he's
Where is he?
Map, where is he? I've got a
He's
map.
at Weewang.
yeah, he's at
going
Weewang.
west past Weewang. Right
Past
back.
we went.
He's passing the.
He's going past the police station.
Heading towards the Colton car park.
He's heading north past the.
I'm getting my money worth, even though it's
Oh,
free.
the right.
He's took a right into the movie studio.
Hello,
No,
Steve.
Not
after the
in it,
movie
not in
studio.
it, not in it. Buy it.
Yeah, after the movie studio.
Yeah, I can see this.
Where is he?
He's at now the
He's heading towards the hospitals again, Rockefeller.
I can see
Passing the
Keep
hospital.
those sirens on. You're the only one.
I'm keeping on the sirens, I'm keeping the
I
sirens
would
on.
look for the big blimp.
I'm losing.
He is
you
faster than me in a straight.
Yeah,
He's
I
took a look at
can't
the
see him anymore.
I am.
He's fun, he's fun, he's fun, fun, fun,
What's
fun,
he
fun,
in?
fun.
An F, a white F620.
Where?
Oh, nice hit there.
He's at the mall.
Oh, I missed him.
He's at the mall, heading south.
At the back of it.
South towards the
Yeah,
airport.
just
To the left.
No, the
To the
mall.
left
really by
onto
the
some
mall.
grass towards
We're in that
construction
park.
Yeah.
Oh, Angus, you rolled up on me. Keep
He's
the
passing.
site. He's heading north now past the construction site.
I prematurely drove up north, didn't I?
He's took a
I can
right
see
again.
where it is on my map.
Right on top of the construction site.
Yeah, we're
As
up
you know,
north.
yeah,
Ladder.
Steve, me, and Bumpy are all up here.
He's heading.
Shit.
He's heading away from the casino. We're heading south.
Yeah, the Sim
Going
Twitch.
from the casino.
South.
Are you in a police car?
Yeah, I'm in
trying
the
to
police
lose
car,
him,
yeah.
so.
If you hear the sirens,
He's at the maze bank. He's at the maze bank, basically.
level with him.
He is.
I just been T-bombed by Ruda, I'd say.
He's at
Have
the
you
square.
considered killing him?
We haven't got him stopped yet, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sort of chasing him.
I'm still.
Bumpy, you alright?
He's starting to pull away on the straight
I
now.
pressed the wrong button completely. No
He's
idea
heading
what
towards the
happened
maze
there,
bank arena.
Yeah, Main Bank Arena.
I'm thinking you might try and
He
get
needs to have
everyone
a
in the
big
trail
car.
and then jump on the motorway and head up.
Yeah,
everyone's
waiting
behind
by
it.
the, maybe. No, he's not. He's not. He's to the right. Heading now back up.
Back up to where?
Back up towards Benny's again.
Bumpy, do you just want to get in the
I
driver's
can see
seat?
where that is on
Oh! Yeah,
Have you
I
just
see
managed to
him.
upgrade his
Back
car?
up
I'm
Benny's.
happy on my boat, just having a quick dance run.
Going through the city.
Past me.
Going through Main Bank. Oh, he stopped. Oh, no, so he took a right now. We're underneath now. Like the Main Bank.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
took a left.
Stop shitting me!
Only a little.
Wait, so where is he now?
Okay, we are now on the motorway. Oh, my car didn't
Oh no,
go.
those cars blocked us.
Please go around. Please go around. That's it, jump. We're on the motorway now.
Which motorway?
We're on the motorway heading for
Horizontal.
Yeah.
Heading
Oh,
towards
I see him.
Horizontal one heading towards the tunnel.
Oh no!
I can't see him.
We're still alright. It's like a dot right now.
He is literally the only car spawning in and
Okay, good.
A series
in the
X
distance.
power.
He's in the tunnel.
he's just went in it, yeah. So he'll either come back
Surprised
out
people
or
didn't want to go up the curb.
Is he going to take the coastal route north then?
He's got to take the coastal route, hasn't he?
maybe.
From where he is,
Mate.
not a lot on the coast.
Chris, just try and keep on it if you can.
Yeah.
I'm going to try
I'm
and
going
get
to
him
sort of really keep
does.
up.
He's still
Yeah.
seeing Chris.
If he's taking the
fast
coastal
enough,
route
right.
north, people who
Yeah,
are already
he's
up
going
north
straight out the
Right,
motorway,
yeah,
I
he's
think.
going straight
Yeah,
on.
we're
Yeah,
heading
that's
that
what
way
we're
now.
Right, go west.
Go
Go west.
Go see him there.
just under the military base, he'll be
Where
taking
could
up,
he
we'll be
come
taking
from?
a turn there.
Yeah, could
Yeah,
take
okay,
the
I'm
military base, so
heading up
watch for
past,
that.
Oh, he's on our road then, Nick.
Try and
don't
block
even know
him
where
off
it is, but-
before the turn to the
Yeah,
military.
make a roadblock.
No, no,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'm going.
back
That's
towards
where I'm
the
heading.
military
He's not
If you can get there, he is rapidly approaching it. You can get there.
Unless he takes a right
Get
hand
there,
towards
keep
the
on getting
military.
killed by
Bumpy,
AI.
get in the
Just
driver's seat,
about.
Bumpy.
Of the boat. Unless he takes a right at there's a place before you, look at the hills past
I see the I see Gliscell's plane. I see the plane
have a
sort of
look.
going.
Wait, so where is he
Seems
now?
alright.
He's coming up-
He's
just
just
coming up
past
to
on
the
the
military base
motorway,
now.
he's just past
Yeah,
them.
no, yeah, he's going for your
Okay,
military
right, he's still on the motorway. so
I'm
he's going towards
literally
the military
parallel
base.
with him.
Block
so
I'm going to
he's
try and
going
set
for
up
the
a roadblock past St.
Block the
Cloud.
bridge if you can at the military base.
Yeah.
Well,
What,
the
is he
tunnel.
going
Tunnel's
past there?
narrow.
Where is he heading?
You know,
He is
no,
literally
that,
just about
not-
to come
not
onto the bridge.
no,
He is literally about
where
to come onto the
the
bridge.
petrol station is.
I think he's had a crash.
Is he going to go straight on?
Yeah, he's slow, he's had a crash.
He's going straight on.
He's on the bridge
He has-
now.
he has
He's
got
on the
his
bridge
block.
now.
If you block the bridge, you'll have to go around.
He went straight on,
Yeah,
he's
we're
under the
taking corner.
motorway tunnel behind
He-
the
he
motorway.
I see the plane still.
And
It's still going straight.
oh, I can't fly over that, you know.
You should have the bridge, you'll be fine.
Leicester, stop from the blind eye.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
I
he's
reckon
going
he's
on
going to
straight
take.
on.
I reckon he's going to take a
Oh,
He's
left.
going on straight on, is he?
Is he
Yeah,
past
yes, I
from,
wasn't
is he past
expecting him to go straight
Sancudo?
on.
Is he past
We're past
Sancudo?
Sancudo
Yeah,
now
yeah,
at
it's
this point. We are
past
past
Sancudo.
Sancudo
Where,
now.
where,
Yeah.
where's his pickup?
We're actually at the...
So it would have to be
I
Alamo
see
C.
the
Driving
pit up
range,
plane.
It would have to be Alamo C, surely.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
Jessica
see the
can't
pit up
just
plane.
go
It's going to
to
be at the
him,
beach.
can she?
The beach near the thing, yeah. 'Cause I can see Gliscell's plane with flare.
Yeah.
Me and Nobbo can see it.
It would have to
Lost
be.
him
Wait,
at this point.
it's C or airport.
I know he was
It would have
going
to be
north.
Still
Alamo
going
C.
forward.
He was going north, but I've lost him.
I thought it was...
Unless
He's
he
turned
goes
thought
onto
round
it
the
was-
to-
dangerous road.
top.
He has turned onto
Yeah,
the dangerous
Oh,
road.
Oh, dangerous road.
Yeah.
It was must be
Yeah,
Alamo
we're right
C
by
at the
there.
top.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
we've
right,
got-
yeah.
we've got-
Jump that fucking boat.
He's on the
Oh,
dangerous road,
gosh,
and he's
dude.
Right.
no,
I
wait,
will
he's
stay
going
there.
on.
Because she might not just...
Oh, he's on the boat, Nick.
Because I'm a god.
I reckon it might be
Jump that boat,
yeah.
say, Alamo
Get out the
C.
way.
That is the job that we're getting.
I'm going
This is
to,
a
as soon as we have
bold-
confirmation he's going to the Alamo Sea and not back. Because if he takes
Oh,
us
no,
left to end the
crap.
Alamo Road...
I thought the pickup was the lake.
No, Nick, I think at this point you kind of just got to commit, otherwise we're going to lose it.
If he's coming back down the dangerous road, it's taking ages. I can see the planes just going to Alamo C.
Yeah.
So,
But he also could go take a left at the end of the
So
road.
this is just
and
gonna
go
run
towards
through
the-
Alamo.
Well, that's where I'm going.
what's in
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to wait at the end of
Yeah,
the
he's
road
on the
and then
right
if
lane.
see
Yeah.
where he
Right,
goes
right.
there.
20. We know where
you
the
know where
dangerous
he
road
is?
comes out.
at the
yeah.
end. He's not at the end of the dangerous road just yet, 'cause I'm at the end of it.
Right, well,
Yeah,
we
he's
can
on
wait
it
there.
right now.
Right, Hyper, I'll be
Right,
there in
so-
20 seconds.
I'm at the end of the dangerous
I have
road.
blocked the
He's on the
dangerous road.
right.
Ah!
In fact,
Chris, be careful, he could just shoot.
Oh,
Chris, he
he's
could
shooting me!
just
He
run
got
into
out! He
you.
got out! He got out! He got out! He got out! He's shooting.
Where is he?
Big shoot! Big shoot! He's
He's
on the
he's
halfway
literally
down!
on-
Halfway down! Halfway
Chin,
down!
chin, chin!
shit!
He's got back in the car! He got back in the car! Let's look over there!
Oh, we ran into
Is
him.
he on the dangerous road though?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
he
was
comes
back towards
Nick,
the
if
mountain.
needs be, throw the truck and the boat in the water and then climb in the boat and we'll go.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, he's going across the bridge.
Who's this? Is that you, Joe? Is he
Yeah.
underneath the bridge now? Is he underneath the bridge?
Yeah, no, we're going back. We're going
Yeah, we're
back
going back,
down
yeah.
the dangerous
He's
road.
got-
Oh, so we're going towards Chiliad area?
Yeah.
Why is there so many
Yeah,
park
Right, so
rangers?
he's
I know,
not
but
this
there are a lot
way,
of park
he's not
rangers.
this way, sorry.
Yeah, we're going on
Oh,
the opposite
hey,
side of the
be
dangerous
nice,
road.
be nice, be
We're
nice.
heading
Guys,
back.
Guys,
Motorway
the
road.
Primo is coming out. 'cause it's
Yeah.
coming out.
It's not just
That was my plan.
Did you see that was heading west again?
Is this the start of it? Is this the start of
Yeah,
it?
it's
Or is it
start,
the other
it's
side?
start.
Yeah.
But
You want
he's
the
at
other
other
side
side,
of the
He
dangerous
is at the
road.
other side, Lennon.
What?
He's at the other side, Chiliad side. This is the wrong side.
Right.
I wouldn't
go
go,
down.
I wouldn't go through this way though. I wouldn't go through this way. I'd go down this way. Up past Chiliad
We'll
side.
go back on the
He's
motorway
going back
now.
on the
Chris,
motorway.
is he going back on the motorway?
Is he going
Yeah,
north or south?
Wait, which
The
one?
blim's pretty dead.
Wait, he's going north.
I'm so
Yeah, yeah, he's
confused. I
going
don't
north,
know
going
where.
north. North,
We
north,
can
north.
cut him off on
He's
the
using
other side of
speed, he's
Chiliad.
using speed again.
We can
Yeah,
cut him off
follow
on the other side of
Chiliad.
Chiliad.
Wait, so is he going round top of the map now?
It might
Yeah,
be.
that
It would have to be.
He's
So we
crashing
can
into
cut
the
him off on the
tornado.
other side of
Look
Chiliad.
it.
Okay, come on.
Oh, that really
This is a lot more fun.
She's on the loose.
We can
Out.
all us at the other side of the dangerous road. Carry on going round.
Traffic here.
The blim's coming down.
Oh, I saw it come down.
I'm wrong!
Yeah, we're still heading north now. We're going past
Where
Mount
is he?
Chiliad on the
I'm
north
gonna go.
side.
Are we going
We're
the right
heading
way?
towards Pilio
We
Bay.
can cut them off
Right, yeah,
because
I can't
where they have to come out to get to the airfield
Can I just
is
ask,
over
is it
here.
a rule that he has to
Yeah,
get
get
to
to
OC?
Mackenzie Field or to Sandy Field there for you.
Yeah.
No, I
or
reckon
towards
you
those
might be
areas,
going
at
towards
least.
What
the
now?
No, because the whole point of Red having the walk lane
Why
so
is it
that
the
they can
planes
up
are
in
landing at
water.
sea? There is
Yeah,
that
so
area.
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be
the
at the
size
top.
of the
I
Alamo.
reckon. Oh, he stopped. He took a left. He took a left. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
he took a
stopped
left.
at
He's in the
Pilio Bay.
construction yard.
In the construction
Yeah,
site.
Pilio
it's
Bay.
called
He's in the
Pilio Bay.
construction yard at
Right.
the top of the map.
I'm getting fucking mugged.
Keep in the
So
north,
we're
it's
going
the
back. We're
morning,
going back
man.
down.
You're in the
Wait,
Going
what?
back
This
down the
is
other
better.
way in the house.
Is he turning around?
Yeah, he
He's
turned
turning
around. We're in the house.
He's going like towards the beach.
Yeah, he's going towards the beach at the top, where Pilio Bay. What's this place called? The town again?
Back
Back
at
to
he's
Pilio
going
Bay.
like the police
Yeah,
station.
Pilio Bay. Yeah, we're going back towards the police
Where the
station at Pilio
helicopter
Bay.
one.
Right.
Okay, I'm just
Is
going.
he,
I'm just
do you
coming up to
reckon
the
he's going to go
sawmill
through the
now.
tunnel?
No, we're going back. We're going
Might
back
go
now
through
down
the
towards
tunnel.
that's
I mean, like the
Gilead
tunnel
again.
that goes up.
Yeah.
Towards Dangerous Road.
We'll tell you if
Yeah,
it's
towards sort of dangerous road, yes, but I don't think we're going to
You guys
take
okay?
We're going back down. We're going back down.
Oh,
hang on.
I know. I think I know where he's going.
Oh, I very nearly got it.
He might-
I'm
might-
taking your plan.
He might cross
Still going
Chiliad.
down north.
He might cross
It's
Chiliad.
still heading south.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I'm gonna
plane's
say,
got good
Coming
beat.
south on E now, we're going south.
he would have
No.
survived the normal hunt by now.
Where are
got
you?
stuck
You past, you past the logging
I don't
station.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, we're past.
Right. We're past the logging
So
station.
we're going very south, basically. Well, we
Yes,
going
we're going
towards,
south.
Is he going
Come on,
into
towards
the
that
lumber
Kudo.
yard?
You still see it.
Towards Vancouver.
Okay,
I've
so
got
still
the
heading
plane.
south.
Right, okay.
He's going
Don't,
across the
don't
bridge
put him in you,
now.
don't put him in, don't put him in, don't put him in.
If he's
Oh.
past,
He's still going
I got
south.
the
past,
Still going south. Oh, yeah,
towards
yeah, yeah,
Vancouver, surely.
Oh no, hi Chris.
It might come out.
So I
The
just-
plane is out kind of acting as a
I-
beacon.
Oh,
Outside
Had
of
a huge
Alamo.
crash.
It might go Sandy Shores Airfield from there to first.
Look, what's the
still
other
going
track
south.
near Vancouver?
I thought I lost the plane for a second.
Yeah. I think he's probably still going south.
Yeah, he's still going
So
south.
you
The
know
plane's
what we
still going
are?
south.
We are the Primo
What?
Patrol.
We're
We
basically
are,
going to be
yeah.
back towards North Sound
The
Cougar.
Virgin Patrol. Patrol.
Well, that implies that we have sex. Hyper.
No, it doesn't.
We're
It
controlling
goes to
virgins.
No, that means it's possible.
You can't be a
Where the
virgin
fuck
and
is it?
control other virgins.
It's
It
You're
just looks like it's going down
I
though.
believe he went through the tunnel.
It's possible he peeled off once we lost him.
Oh, we lost
Where
them.
is he?
Sorry.
We know he
Mr.
was heading
Troll.
I'm going to head towards that beach. I'm going to head towards that beach.
If you go through the tunnel, I'm taking the beach bit now.
I've been through the tunnel.
I'm just trying to remember where this road is.
Yeah, I'm going on the beach bit.
He could
I'll
go
go
left
to the
from
beach.
outside of
I see the
Vancouver
plane again.
towards Alamo.
He's still going south. Yeah, I see the
You
plane.
can see the plane, doesn't it? That's where Alex is.
That's true.
Necessarily.
Sorry,
Plane's still
Jack.
going.
He's in
I
the
think I'll-
plane.
Oh, we got it in. We got it in. I figured.
Oh, you pulled up and you
Could be lying.
I figured he had
That was. Oh,
That was
yeah.
40.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I saw the plane. I saw the plane going down, and I'm like, Hunter's probably there. Not me.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Pretty long, boy. You could just see
Shot
car
for
on the-
me.
So I had amazingly somehow managed to get away from that big mess. There was an element of luck in this one, most definitely. The end didn't quite go as expected, with the plane kind of being able to follow. There wasn't expected to be a chase for me getting out to the aircraft. So the plane was kind of there or thereabouts. it kind of gives you away a little bit. If the plane follows the player too much, or the vehicle running, it can give them away. But in the end, managed to just build a gap because of a couple of crashes from the vehicles giving chase. They tried to sort of block off areas and it didn't quite work, and we managed to sneak our way out. Yeah, got a little bit lucky, got a little bit unlucky to get spotted the way that I did. I very nearly got away with it. I should have held my nerve a little longer, but you never know these sort of things. I thought they'd seen me pull out a gun, they hadn't. So I could have actually maybe driven that one off, but I was not to know that at the time. Definitely, as far as the format goes, this works very, very well, and variations of it, this style will certainly, I think, be going forward. It builds up to a nice dramatic, guaranteed some form of dramatic finish one way or another, so the hope will be to continue that. Might not always be a seaplane that we use as a getaway vehicle, can be different stuff and different locations and all of that kind of thing that can be adjusted, but yeah, I do like that you kind of have the stealth section and it goes build up, hopefully to an exciting ending. We shall see how it goes, but yeah, it was definitely very, very good fun, this one, and I hope you've enjoyed the discussion and hearing the hunters faff around and not be able to do much while I was in the city in a very silly car chase, and a little bit / a lot bit of luck for me by the end of it. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.